Song-specific patches provide a simple way to accurately replicate all the sounds and parts of the original song and are designed to use in Sunday Keys, our all-in-one solution for live worship keys. All the complex programming is done for you, so your left hand can trigger textures, ambiance, and sequences, while your right hand is still free to cover the most prominent parts like pianos, leads, and pads. Intuitive song sections are pre-programmed to ensure seamless dynamic transitions. For this tutorial, we'll use the song's original key and tempo, but you can easily adjust these within the patch if needed. In this video, you'll learn how to play Hark the Herald Angels Sing King of Heaven using the song-specific patch from Sunday Sounds. We'll explore the parts, riffs, and sounds you need to play it live with confidence. Ready? Let's go! This patch has piano, pads, bass, arps, strings, brass, all triggered in the left-hand range, which stretches from here to here. In your upper left-hand range, you'll also find that you have a pad. And you'll find that from this key to this key. And then you'll find for later song sections that you have a piano in this range as well, from this key all the way up the keyboard. Right hand is going to be playing piano leads and string leads throughout the song. So for song section 1, you'll find that you have a piano layered in from this key up to this key. And then you have a brass lead after that combined with the piano. Then you have piano all the way up the rest of the keyboard. In song section 2, you have some piano down here as well as up here. So you're going to have the piano all the way down to this key alongside that pad. Now in song section 3 and 4, you have some strings layered in. And so you'll have some staccato strings in right hand from this key to this key. And then you'll also have some sustained legato strings that are up higher. And you'll find that in song section 4 as well. This song starts with song section 1 for intro, down verse, and pre-chorus. Song section 2 for medium verse, pre-chorus, and down chorus. Song section 3 for chorus and refrain. Song section 4 for big chorus and refrain. For the intro, for the first 4 bars, you'll be playing a high octave single note in the left hand, in the 1 of your key. And then for the next 4 bars, I like to play octave bass notes and bring in all of these arps. So here's how the intro will sound. For the down verse, you'll use song section 1. You'll be playing octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand. Now remember, the piano only extends up to this key, and after that you'll hear the brass lead in there. So make sure you're only playing right hand up to your G or the 2 of whatever key that you are playing it in. Okay, so here's hands together for this verse. So first of all, make sure that you picked up a chord chart for this particular arrangement of the song. You will find that certain parts of the song, especially some places in the verse, there's an extra bar that you might not expect if you've only been playing the traditional version of the song. So just make sure that you have that ready to go. And then I also wanted to mention, as you are playing the left hand and you're playing these arps, make sure if you're playing with a click track, which I highly recommend, if you are using arps like this that are tempo synced, make sure that your tempo is exactly the same as the click track that you are playing to with your band. Super important. And make sure that you're playing it exactly in time. Now, if you do get off, it's not a big deal. You can just press the keys down again, just release, press them down again right in time, and they will just restart and you'll be all good to go. All right, so I'm just playing 2-note chords in the right hand, keeping it pretty simple. I'm just really keeping my chords in between these 2 notes. All right, now for the medium verse, you'll use song section 2. Now this time, instead of playing the chords, I'm going to be playing arpeggios, and now I have the piano more available below middle C. So I'll go ahead and show you how I like to play this hands together. Alright, so I'm playing arpeggios for all of these different chords, and most of the time I'm playing the arpeggio the same way when I come back to that same chord. So for the one to start out the song, I like to do it like this. Then for my 6th minor chord, I like to play it like this. And then 1 step down for the 5 chord. And there is that extra bar thrown in there of that. Okay, and then for the second half of the verse, play some similar chords. So back to the 1. Now I have the 4 chord, which I like to play like this. Okay, I'll do that all together. So this is for the lyric, "Smile, he lays his glory by." Okay. And "Born that man no more may die" is the same. All right, then when I get to "Born to raise the sons of earth," it's another 4 chord, but this time I like to start on the 1 of my key instead. Now again, feel free to play this differently if you'd like. This is just how I like to do it. I'll show you one more time at speed, hands together. Alright, now for the 3rd verse, this is another down verse, so I'll use song section 1 for this. And I like to just play chords for this one. Just be careful that you watch the chord progression. There are some additional chords that weren't in the first verse. So I'll just play it one time through. For the down pre-chorus, you'll use song section 1. You'll be playing chords with right hand and octaves with the left hand, and then you'll be playing this brass lead in octaves. So let me go ahead and show you first how to do it. Okay, so just chords to start, and then the 4 chord will be the last 2 bars, and over that you'll do this lead. Just make sure that you pedal in between each of those. Okay, then for the medium pre-chorus, now you'll use song section 2, and you're coming out of that second verse where you're doing piano arpeggios, so you're still doing arpeggios. And then you will be adding in that brass lead in octaves. Now this time the 4 chord goes for 3 bars. So you'll have a held chord before you do the lead part. So let me go ahead and show you both hands together. Okay, so for this 4 chord, I like to play the arpeggio like this. Alright, and then for the last pre-chorus, still going to use song section 2. This time there are 4 bars of the 4 chord at the end, so you'll play the lead line through twice and you won't have that held chord at the beginning. So let me go ahead and just show you one time, hands together. For the chorus, you'll use song section 3. You'll be playing octaves in the left hand, and you'll be playing the staccato string lead in the right hand. So first I'll go ahead and show you one time through, hands together. Okay, so here's what right hand is doing. So when you play the double hit, it is really fast. So I encourage you, as you're practicing this, just to try to stay as calm and relaxed as you can. And just practice that a little bit, even by itself. You can even try to get a little bit of a rocking motion with your hand. Now, if you need to not have that double hit, you can also just do singles for the whole time. Right, let me show you one more time, hands together. And then lastly, if you prefer to do the sustained high strings instead of doing that part, you can do that as well. There are strings up high that you can use. So feel free to do it however you'd like. I do both of these choruses the same way with those staccato strings. Then for this last big chorus, I'll go ahead and use song section 4, but otherwise I play it the exact same way. So here's one more time through. Okay, and then at the end of the song, there is one final chorus. So I like to use song section 2 for this, and high octave single notes. And then remember, you have this brass lead coming in here on this key, so make sure that you just stay below that. So here's how I like to do the final chorus. For the refrain, you'll use song section 3. You'll be playing octaves in the left hand, and right hand you'll be playing a string lead. So I'll go ahead and show you hands together. Okay, so you'll just be playing single notes with the strings and the brass. Okay, and then you'll have a big refrain at the end of the song. You'll use song section 4 for this. Now this time I like to do it in octaves, but otherwise play it the same. So here's both hands together. Head to the link in the description to get this song-specific patch to use inside the Sunday Keys app. All the Keys audio you've heard in this video was captured straight from the app with no post-processing applied. The app is available for both iPad and Mac. This patch may also be available in other formats. If you'd like to discover more about Sunday Keys, there's a link in the description to learn all about it.